Welcome to this CalRTA mini tutorial. My name is Sue Breyer, and in this video, I'll help you understand what a QR code is and how to create and use QR codes in your newsletters and other publications. So let's get started. So what exactly is a QR code? QR, or quick response codes, are scannable images that can be easily read with a smartphone camera. They're similar to the familiar barcodes that we've seen on grocery items or other products, but QR codes can actually store significantly more information using its series of squares, rectangles, and dots in a square-shaped grid. QR codes are frequently used to track information about products that we purchase, but they're also becoming popular as advertisement tools. So why should we even bother with QR codes if hyperlinks serve the same purpose? Yes, hyperlinks, when clicked on, or QR codes, when scanned, will take the reader to a new website, a desired document, or even a photo. But the big difference is a QR code does not require a computer. And why is that important? Well, not everyone uses or even owns a computer, but most people own a smartphone with a camera, and that's really all you need to read a QR code. In fact, many of us have scanned QR codes to access restaurant menus, get more information about products that we buy, or even to register for drawings and contests. So how exactly does one read a QR code? Well, it's actually a lot easier now than it used to be with recent updates to our smartphones. Now, if your iPhone operating system is 11 or later, or your Android operating system is running a 9 or higher, it should be able to pick up the QR code through the camera. Now, the process is pretty similar for both phones. So you just open your camera app. Be sure that your camera is rear facing. In other words, it's aimed away from you. Aim your camera at the QR code. You can aim it at a QR code that's on a document, a QR code on a TV screen, on a computer screen, or on any kind of a product. Be sure that the entire QR code is visible on the screen, as you can see here. You will see faint yellow lines around each of the 4 corners of the QR code. And then a yellow notification may appear indicating where the code is going to take you or asking you how you want to open it. So tap this notification to open up the link. In the example on this slide, this QR code right here, when scanned, actually takes the reader to the support page for apple.com, as you can see. So go ahead, you can actually pause this video right now, open your camera, and scan this QR code right here and see what happens. Now, perhaps you're using an older smartphone, or you simply can't figure out how to use your camera to scan the QR code. Well, another option is to add a free, and I emphasize free, QR code scanner or reader app to your smartphone or device. If you have a smartphone, you can access the app from your app store with your iPhone here, or if you have a Samsung Android, look for the app in the Play Store, as you can see here. Once you've located the scanner or reader app that you want, and by the way, the QR code and barcode scanner is a very easy app to use on both the iPhone and the Android. So once you've installed it onto your device, go ahead and open it up. You may have to select the kind of item that you want to scan, and if that's the case, you're going to use code scanner. Otherwise, simply aim your camera at the QR code to read it. You may hear a tap or a click or a beep once it's captured. And if the captured code doesn't open up on its own, you might need to select or tap the word open. And that's all there is. So how exactly do you create a customized QR code to include in your next newsletter, e-blast, or flyer? Well, you'll need to be able to copy a URL or a web address for a website, a document, or an image that you want to share. If you're on your computer or laptop, you can simply search for QR code generator. Two popular and easy apps are qrcodegenerator.com and qrcodemonkey.com. So you copy the URL or the web address that you wish to turn into a QR code. You then paste that URL into the appropriate place on the QR code generator page, and you click Create. You then simply download and save the QR code to your computer or your device so you can easily copy and paste it into a newsletter, an email, or a flyer. Now, I'm going to review this process on the next slide. Now, this is a screenshot of the website qrcodegenerator.com, which requires only 3 easy steps to create your customized QR code. So step number 1 is to copy the URL or the web address that you want to use to create the QR code. You're then going to paste it right here where it says enter your website text or drop a file here. So when you click right here, you'll be able to paste that URL and get it ready to turn into that QR code. Notice down below here, it says that your QR code will be generated automatically. So as soon as you put that URL here, you're going to see the QR code generated in the upper right-hand corner here. Then step number 2 is simply to click this button to download it. Once you download it, step number 3 will ask you to choose a place on your computer to save that QR code. So you make that choice, you save it to your computer, and then you can access it at any time. So 3 easy steps. Now, if all you want to do is to create a QR code that will take your readers to an image or a photo that is on the internet, perhaps in Google Images or maybe on a favorite web page like a CalRTA web page, the process is even easier. The first thing you're going to do is to locate the image on your device. In this case, I have gone to the CalRTA.org website, and right here is an image that is actually on the member benefits page. So I don't want to copy the page. I don't want to copy the URL to the page. I just want to copy and turn the image into a QR code. So I right-click my mouse onto this image, and this menu is going to pop up, and I'm going to choose Create QR Code for this image. Once I tap this or click this, a QR code will instantly be created for me. Now notice this is interesting that the QR code is comprised of dots, but it still works the same way as any other QR code. Once you have your QR code, all you have to do is download the QR code and save it to your device. And if you would like to practice scanning a QR code, what you can do right now is pause this particular recording and get out your camera, aim it at this QR code, go ahead and scan it, and it should take you to that member discount image. So go ahead and give it a try. Then when you're ready to go, I'm going to take you live for the remainder of this recording and show you how to create a QR code. So as you can see, I've got 2 different web pages open up here on my desktop. One, of course, is the CalRTA website, and the other one is the qrcodegenerator.com website. Having them side by side like this might make it a little easier for you to follow for the next minute or so. So what I want to do is create a QR code so when people scan it, they'll be taken to the CalRTA website. So step number one is, as I mentioned before, you want to copy the URL or the web address for the website that you want to turn into a QR code. So I'm going to copy this by highlighting it. Then with my mouse, I'm going to right click and copy. Or if I want to use my keyboard, I can press Control-C, or on a Mac, Command-C. Now I'm going to go ahead and click URL here because that's what I'm using to create my QR code. Where it says enter your website, I'm going to paste right there by right-clicking my mouse and clicking paste, or Command V or Control V. And that pastes the URL here. Now, I don't know whether you noticed, but right immediately after I pasted the URL into the appropriate spot, the QR code was immediately generated. Okay, so it doesn't take more than 1 or 2 seconds for it to generate. Now all I need to do is to download it. It says it's downloading as a JPEG. It's actually downloading as a PNG. And so I'm going to download. Ignore this pop-up, but up here it says your QR code is being generated, and it'll take just a second. So don't exit the page. Okay, so now it's been generated, and step number 3 is asking where would you like to save this on your computer. And as with all of my trainings, I always choose the desktop because that's the easiest place to find it. So when I click on desktop, I'm going to go down here to the lower right hand corner, and I want to save this PNG image to my desktop. I'm going to click save. Now let's get out of this very quickly and let's see if it's there. There it is right here. And that now can be copied and pasted into an email, into a newsletter, or into a flyer. That's how easy it is. Thank you for joining me for this CalRTA mini tutorial on how to create and use QR codes. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can contact me at calrta.ctc@gmail.com. Hope to see you soon.